The Clinical Research Network is the research branch of the NHS. So we're here to support doctors and nurses and other health professionals to do research as part of the treatment that they provide to patients.
The way I like to describe the network is, it's a scaffold on which all this is based, and it provides that support, that mechanism, that help to make research happen across the country. So if it wasn't there, it would be rather sort of rather messy, soggy, undirected, unsupported entity. But actually, because we do have the networks, it's enterprising, it's innovative, it's ambitious, and people can feel as though they're supported to do the work they need to do clinical research.
The Clinical Research Network is fundamentally important in supporting high quality clinical research in the NHS. Essentially, the network provides the people and the funding and some facilities so that clinicians can put their patients into high quality clinical research studies.
Well, as a healthcare professional, research is incredibly important. It's the cornerstone on which our health system is built. And it's the reason why I as a patient and I as a professional and I as a member of the Clinical Research Network would use a product or follow a particular healthcare pathway. The great thing about the Clinical Research Network is it's national as well as local. So it's got that national reach both in the UK but also globally now. And it's got that local intensity, that local infrastructure that means that we can touch the parts of the health system that really make a difference for patients.
For a patient, it can mean life-saving opportunities to benefit from new treatments that aren't widely available. From a national point of view, it's about improving the health and wealth of the nation.
Well, as somebody that's been on 2 trials all my life, since I had throat cancer about 10 years ago, I wouldn't have had radio and chemotherapy if people hadn't been trialled and radio and chemotherapy beforehand. So therefore, if we want to stay still, which we don't want to do, then don't do research and trials. But we want to move forward. We want to eventually get to the system of where we can take a little bit of blood and say, this is what's wrong with you, this is the pill you're going to take or the injection, and you're going to get better. And that's what's happening at the moment. So we've got to engage people as patients, members of the public, anybody along to get involved in clinical research, because that's the way of the future. That is the way of us making sure that you are going to still live, and I am alive now because of the treatment that I went through because somebody had the research before me.
Research is really important, and not just to healthcare, but absolutely to healthcare, because that's what takes us forward. Without somebody trying something new and seeing whether it works, we will always do what we've always done. And we can see how technology benefits all of us, So developing new medicines or developing lots of new technology solutions to people's illnesses and diseases, makes a better life for all of us, really, doesn't it?
Research is important so that we can move forward in terms of treatments we provide. The only way, over the past decades, the only way that improvements can occur in patient care is through research and using the research results to refine the treatments that patients receive.
The NIHR has really sponsored the development of research across the country in a way which has really lifted the game. So we now have 3 times as many patients enrolled in trials than we did 10 years ago. This is a major step forward, and if we hadn't done this, I'm afraid we'd still be in the dark ages in terms of research.
So I think it's created a health research system that has really transformed the importance of patient research and delivering research for patient benefit, really. So I think it's created a whole sort of community, bringing together the universities and the NHS, working to provide new treatments, better diagnosis, and whole different ways of delivering care for the benefits of patients.
In the last 10 years, it's better organised, the research within the NHS. It's provided 3 million people the opportunity to do research within the UK. It's improved the interaction, the engagement with pharmaceutical companies in the UK, and as a consequence has made an economic benefit to the UK as well.